Welcome to episode 4 of Zero is Hero. In this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about the use of a bullet journal. I'm just going to do a quick introduction in this video just to get you a feel for what it is and why I think it's a really good method. There's going to be 3 parts in total. There's going to be the creating, which is going to be part 2, and the using, which is part 3. When I first heard of bullet journaling and I started to research it online, I was a bit overwhelmed because there's a lot of really ornate, detailed journals, and I just thought there's no time for me to do that. But as time's gone on, I have realised that there's something called a minimalistic approach, which is far more up my street and really helped me focus on the key bits of this journal. And it's a method, it's a process. It's not just a keeping a diary. I've never kept a diary well, or a journal well, 2 or 3 months, and I fizzle out. Usually by the end of February, at the beginning of the year, my diary is finished and I've lost it or not looked at it again. But with this, I am now on my 3rd bullet journal. This is my latest one. And if we go back in time, there's this one, middle one, and the first one, which was back in August 2018. And I've been using it every day since then. So, you know, this has been life-changing for me, quite a radical new approach to managing my work and my life. By spending a small amount of time putting together my bullet journal each month and each week and each day, I'm able to get a lot more done, a lot more focused, and there's far less faffing, which helps me get my work done. What is a bullet journal? Well, for me, it's a combination of a diary and a journal. I keep in what I'm going to achieve, what I'm hoping to achieve, and it keeps a space for reflecting on what I am achieving. It's deliberately analog. So here is a typical week. I have got up here what I'm planning on doing. I've got, this is just the overview of the week. I've got down here, I've got my list of things, my top tasks of what I want to achieve. And each day there's an agenda of things I'm trying to achieve. And you'll see there's symbols down the side. And I'll explain those symbols in the next episode. But these help you focus on what you're doing, why you're doing it, and keeping track of what you're getting done. So you can see it's all written, and it's very simple layout. The layouts are different and you will find one that suits you. I'll introduce you to mine in the next episode. But what it does is it combines work and life together. Everything is together, so you can help see the balance. You can make sure that you're maintaining that 0. And it helps me plan and prioritize on a yearly, and then a monthly and a weekly and a daily basis. So overall, I'm achieving what I'm trying to achieve. It links very closely to Zero is Hero, because we are continually thinking about balance. It allows me to default plan, and that's the sort of life timetable that I've talked about in an earlier episode, and it helps me focus on what my commitments are and what my choices are and what's fixed and what's flexible. It allows me to reflect on my zone of responsibilities, and I can always be looking ahead as well as reflecting back on what I've achieved, and those are good for your mental health, to think, you know, I am achieving things. I still haven't done these things, but that doesn't matter because they're coming next. So what are the benefits of the bullet journal? Well, for me, they help me manage my mental health and my physical health. I can track things like when I'm dog walking, how many steps I'm doing. I can check in on my mood. I can check in on stress symptoms and things like that. Just keep an eye on those things. I can manage my work and life together, consider the balance all the time. I found really that it's improved my productivity, and if nothing else, the awareness of my productivity, as well as reducing my procrastination. It reduces guilt because I can see what I've actually achieved and the decisions I've made to achieve that. And so I feel like I'm actually achieving something, as well as having a to-do list that still needs to be done. The bullet journal is not a magic bullet. It does help me focus. It does help me reflect. It evolves with me. So the first journal has got very different layouts to the most recent one. And it is an analog space in a digital world, which has really helped me focus in a slightly different way on working out what my priorities are. There's been two big influences on my bullet journaling. The first is somebody called Matt Ragland, who is in the States, and he has his own YouTube channel, and he talks about productivity, and he's very focused on being productive through the bullet journal method, and he uses all sorts of techniques. And the other thing I do is, which I read a year into doing my bullet journaling, was the book called The Bullet Journal Method by Ryder Carroll, and this is if you like, the book about the process of bullet journaling. And I think it is about a process. For me, it's not an outcome. These pages are never perfect. You know, there's always mistakes on these pages. There's always errors. They're never perfect, pretty things. They are always forever changing, bit of crossings out, bit of Tipp-Ex, all that sort of thing. But if you are really keen to find out more, this is a good place. So in my next video, I'm going to go through creating a bullet journal using my approach in a minimalistic way. I'll go through the symbols, I'll go through the layouts, and I will look through how to plan and prioritize on a yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily basis. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please press the like button. If you want to leave a comment, I would very much welcome that, and I'll do my best to answer all comments. And finally, if you would subscribe to the channel, that will really help me know that I'm properly talking to people out there. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.